TW-D01 Roar from Toy World. It's their not Snarl, their masterpiece Snarl. So take a look at the box here. It's got a nice, it's flat. Like it'd be nice if this image had been gloss, but it has like a nice matte finish on it. It's black, very black. You got another picture of the robot form there. You got Snarl in Dino mode and robot mode, showing you can transform or transition between the two modes. And then here's another pic of the back of the robot mode and the back of the Dino mode. The box does have a nice sturdy styrofoam insert in there instead of the plastic tray that a lot of people use, which I really like with the larger ones. The smaller ones I don't mind because there's enough creases and stuff in it where it really gives a nice sturdy feel to the plastic. But with the bigger ones, the heavier ones, like anything Masterpiece that Takara has done with a plastic tray, I hate the plastic trays. They just do the plastic tray so crappy, and after a couple of years, you know, like if you move a few times or you redo your shelves and stuff like that, you may have a big, you know, big cracked up, you know, plastic tray by the time you're done moving stuff around after, you know, 5 years, 10 years. Now, it kind of sucks. Yeah, stuff's not meant to be permanent, but, you know. Well, inside the box, you get a instruction sheet, and I have not opened mine up. I just kind of wing the transformation, but you can pretty much see everything, you know, from the, without opening it up. I think Optibottom said that in his review, too. But yeah, pretty cool. Got the little card in there and a sticker. See if we can see the sticker here. There's a sticker. Which, if I still had my Trapper Keeper, I would totally put this on it. Just saying. So, let me go ahead and whip this out real quick, and we'll check out TD01, or sorry, TW-D01 Roar from Toy World. Anyway, it comes with a couple of accessories, which they're already stored on him, or stowed on him. He has his sword hidden back here in his tail, which I can't remember if I had to pull the tail apart. I think I do. Gotta pull the tail apart too. You can see it just kind of nests in there, and then it should just pop right out. There it goes. And then you can put the little tail back together. Now I've had my Roar for a while now, and his gold has a little bit of, it's not really like discoloring, but the gold isn't like even. I'm not sure if it comes across in the video or not. I got my little camera monitor there, and it doesn't look like it does, but it has like a little bit of like darker gold and lighter gold spots on there. But anyway, here's the sword we just took out, and it's okay. I've seen better, so that's not too bad. And it also comes with his gun, blaster, whatever you want to call it, and it stows up here on his back. Or as you see, a little port. Has like a 3mm peg on there, guys, like that, 5mm, I forget. It's got two of them, one on the end, and then two sockets, one on each side. Plus, these look like these could be sockets also. This doesn't come out or anything, but it's translucent, which is kind of unfortunate. It's kind of like, could have been better. Not really through all the weapons. Weapons are, it's really cool to see this guy. Like, the only thing that really changed from what I remember of the toy is like his head was that translucent smoky gray plastic like they have in the legs, and his legs and the vintage one had those too. And he did have some of these colors on there. Had like all the gold chrome and all that, but I think this is actually an improvement over the other one. It was really cool. You could kind of see in and see like the shape inside the head, which was fine and all, but I didn't really need that. I really like this a little bit better. So that's really cool. He does have a, his head does kind of move around a bit. You can get some up movement and jaw movement on there. So that's his articulation for his head. And then he has like part of the transformation there. He's got a joint that comes out, and you can do whatever you want to with the joint. And he has like a little elbow on there, and the foot does kind of move on a pivot there. And then basically the same thing for the rear too. You do have a swivel though on this one. This one does not. It just kind of, well, yeah, it does have a swivel. What do you know? It's got a swivel and knee and toes and some clickiness. And then of course his tail is somewhat articulated, if not a pain in the butt, literally and figuratively. Okay, so yeah. That's Snarl. I love them. I love this mode. I think it looks great. Hopefully, this crappy lighting setup that I have, because I only have one light, and I have like my fill light, but then the one that normally comes in over here and like fills in and shines over this way, it's gone. I had to unplug it. I got a mess of wiring and stuff I got to redo. So, but yeah, I mean, all of his fins are articulated. You guys have probably already seen this before. If you're interested in this guy at all, you've probably already looked him up, but each one of these is stuck in on a ball joint, which is great manufacturing-wise because you're not worried about making these huge chrome pieces aside from the tail halves. And then you just pop them in. I just wish they'd given us Like if they had made them like, I'm not sure if they made it like out of 3 or 4 sizes. I know I got some tiny ones, but if there was like a sheet of just like replacement ones of these, you know, especially like the small ones, that would have been really cool, these guys. But overall, not too bad. So going to transform this guy into robot mode, and then we'll check him out a little bit. Alright, here's Roar in robot mode, and he's pretty cool. He's just a little fiddly. Like, his legs, I think, are fine. Just that, just like where the knee is and stuff, it's okay. Like, the legs are good. But then once you get up here to the rest of it, basically, these big chunks of red right here that you can't see because my camera's pointing down. These big chunky red things right here that the shoulders are attached to. I don't know why they made them the way they made them. I can't really figure out. Like, you have to turn them a little bit. I mean, they kind of like get in the way, and they want to move whenever you want to move them. There's no wrist articulation. But he does have, we'll go ahead and go through his articulation real quick. He does have a nice ball jointy head. Well, I guess it's not really ball jointy. It's side to side, but then the thing his head's on, you can get some down motion with it. But he's not really, it's a ball, but it's not. It doesn't give you a lot of up and down, but side to side is fine. He does have shoulder swivel and bicep swivel and an elbow that is really stiff. And then the wrist, he has hand articulation. You can open his hands up, but the wrist doesn't swivel, which is kind of unfortunate. He does have a swivel waist. He does have hips that go all the way out, and they swivel front and back. Then he has like a crazy knee joint that goes all the way down, and then his feet go up and down and side to side. And yeah, that's his articulation. That, and of course his tail that's now part of his back is like articulated, so that's kind of neat. He looks really good. I want to play with his transformation here on the feet. I have to figure out exactly what it is I need to do with these guys to get it to stay a little bit better. Just going to do that for now. But yeah, I mean, he looks really good. I mean, I really like Snarl, like the design. I think they nailed it as far as making it look G1. The transformation's real G1-ish, with a lot of new touches on there and everything. He's a great scale. I mean, here he is. I'm not going to transform Grimlock. Sorry, you guys. Not that I'm lazy, just that I'm leaving him in robot mode for now, and I don't want to have to mess with this guy a whole bunch. Like right now, he's really being difficult. Yeah. Jackass. Alright. But yeah. So, you know, with Grimlock there, it's not too bad. I mean, Grimlock really is a big guy. Just a lot of his bulk is right there in the middle of his body. And then, of course, here is the, this isn't Toy World. This is the, his name's Thunderous, and it's from the, Shuriken from, I forgot who the guys are that are making this. I don't know, well, I'll be doing a review of this guy pretty soon, but he's about the same height as Masterpiece Grimlock in robot mode. About the same bulk, pretty close to it, so kind of get an idea there. He's just a little bit taller, or a bit taller than Snarl, but yeah, pretty cool. So I got 3 Masterpiece scale Dinobots. They're not, I mean, these aren't really Masterpiece, but neither is he. Neither is Grimlock, to be fair. He's awful short. Let's pair him up with Optimus Prime here real quick. So you can see, you know, Optimus Prime here. You can see that that he's a lot shorter than Optimus, which is fine. I don't mind that with Snarl and other Dinobots and stuff. I would like to have seen them all have Snarl like the size of Grimlock minimum, and everybody else be bigger than that, except for Swoop. But it's not too bad. I don't think that's too bad. Yeah, looks really good. It's not a bad little display guy. He just needs some official looking Transformer rub sign on there, and I think he's good to go. So I think I spent too much on him for the size and weight. I mean, he's kind of like a Voyager class, and for the money, he's okay. I really do like him though. I mean, he's probably he would be like a 9 if it wasn't for the way stuff's fiddly. Like, you pick him up and it's like stuff wants to move and shift. Stuff doesn't lock into place. Like the way the tail is on the back, the shoulder things, and all that. But the legs are great. I may have to play with it a little bit, but you know, like this joint right here is crazy tight, which you might be able to fix that with a screwdriver, but I shouldn't have to. His weapons are kind of like subpar. So really, for the price and all that, I'm going to give this guy like about a 7.5. I really do dig him, though. I love him in robot mode. If you want him just in robot mode, I think robot mode alone is like a 9, almost a 10, only because of the way that the tail stores in there. And if you don't put something in there, you see that weird gap. But aside from that, yeah, not bad. So I'm going to say, you know, most people are going to pass on this guy anyway. It's not really going to give like a strong recommendation for or against this guy. Yeah, so keep on playing with your toys, guys, because I do. Even the expensive ones that are only going to be sitting on the shelf as display pieces. Which, hey, what's art for, right? Alright, guys. Thanks for watching.